So I just finished installing door seals on my 1963 C10 cab. Now, these door seals are very popular. They're from a Honda car. The two-door Civic and the two-door Honda Accord will work. The specific years, 2006. These particular seals are from 2010. These have a black rubber and of course then the black trim piece. Some of them are gray. I preferred all black. Let me give you some details. So this is a 2010 Honda Accord door seal. It's one solid loop. It has a seam, but the seam is well done. It's very easy to hide. You'll notice that it's a pinch on. There's no glue required. The rubber's in good shape, and if you can get a seal from two different cars, choose the passenger side, because the passenger side seal will probably be in better shape than the driver's side, which gets more use. This will press on to the flange for the door. What you want to do is after you pull it out of the Honda, you pinch this closed a little bit so that it's tight when it pushes on to your door. Now, this seal is perfect in size for a 1964, 65, or 66 truck. For a 1963, it's just a little short because of the perimeter of the door, so I had to add 4 inches right here, but you can't see it because I got that from another door seal. So you'll notice that there's a flange here. I'm pulling it back with my thumb. Now I removed the flange on the one that I installed. When you remove it, you just use a razor blade and you trim it off. So there it is, trimmed off of the one that's installed. I didn't like this extra flange sticking inside the cab. So the way it looks now, it's a very clean look, and I'll show you that in just a second. So I use a razor blade to trim off the flange. Be careful, have some Band-Aids ready, work slowly. Take about 10 minutes to do one whole gasket. Work slowly, keep the blade parallel to the clip part, and you'll have a pretty nice result. So I pulled some of the trim off so I could demonstrate how it goes on. It's just a press fit. It goes on actually just that easy, and you get it done all the way around. Make sure you don't have any places where it sags or isn't flush, and it makes the curve nicely here and there, and of course in the corners you need to make those curves, especially this top one up here. When you have it all pressed on and you're happy, I left my gap down here at the bottom and used a piece to piece it. If your door is out of adjustment and too tight, then you're not going to be impressed with how well this closes, but my door is closing very nicely. I can push and pull on the handle and I don't feel any wobble or wiggle. I haven't driven it with these seals, but when I inspected it from the inside, the seal is up against the inside of the door very appropriately, and I'm very happy with this. Basically, I'm very happy with this instead of the glue-on seals. So I've cut the flange off, and now I'm installing it on the cab, and it literally just pushes on to the flange. Now I've pinched the this piece here together so that the gap is very narrow. It helps it hold on better because it may have been stretched apart when you pulled it off of the Honda. But it pinches on, doesn't want to fall off, there's no glue. And let's finish it up here. Well, I just finished the driver's side, have not put the sill plate in, have not put the little piece there, 4 inches at the bottom, but this door might need a little bit of adjustment. I can close it with my hand on the door Don't have to slam it, and it closes properly. If I don't have my hand on the door, it still needs to go one more click. So I can imagine this would work, but I want it to be a little better, so I'll make a few final adjustments. But overall, I'm very happy. And then, let's see. Here's how the seal looks from the inside. I think it looks very professional. Nice door seal all the way around. Doesn't look like it doesn't belong there. It looks nice. Just finished installing the door sill plate. Since this gasket is on, it tends to pull this sill plate out a little bit, and so I took the bottom edge and flared it a little bit so that it can sit back in its original position. But it straddles the door seal really nicely, clamps down flush with the floor of the cab on that edge. This edge sticks up a little bit because of the thickness of the gasket. And, you know, yeah, on this door I have to put a little bit of pressure to get it to close, but I certainly don't have to slam it. If I don't put a little hand pressure on it when I close it, it doesn't close all the way. It's probably just a small adjustment on the door. But that closes nicely without slamming.